how has the Bank of Baroda stock been so far until the big news hit of RBI's crackdown on Bank of Baroda, which clearly the markets took very seriously?
Yes, Krishna, we saw a 3% fall in the stock of Bank of Baroda, of course, on the back of the news that came out yesterday after the market hours. So, market did not have any time to react to the news yesterday, but we saw a fair bit of correction playing out in the stock. It in fact fell about 4% on an intraday basis. Some bit of recovery we have seen since then. But I mean, if you look at the Bank of Baroda stock vis-a-vis the Nifty banking pack, it has underperformed. In the rally that we had seen playing out in the BSU banking pack, two banks which are the largest bank in the pack underperform, SBI and Bank of Baroda. On a year-to-date basis, Bank of Baroda is up about 11%, whereas the Nifty PSU banking index is up about 20%. In the FY24, the banking pack, Nifty bank index, PSU bank index is up about 40%. Bank of Baroda is up about 22%. So clearly, Bank of Baroda has been an underperformer relative, but yesterday's news was a major dampener for the stock, and we have seen a 3% correction in the stock prices.
Okay, not doing well, further push down. To understand the Bank of Baroda mess better, who better than my friend and colleague Kartik Malhotra, who joins us in the studio. Kartik, please join us here, because this mess at the Bank of Baroda, a huge public sector bank, a very trusted public sector bank for a very long time. This is not the kind of news that we would want to, we've come to expect from Bank of Baroda. The app, the full concentration is on the BoB World or Bank of Baroda World app and the problems with it. Take us inside the Bank of Baroda mess, Kartik.
Right, Krishna. Hi, thanks for having me here. Hi, Suyash. I think, what happened yesterday was RBI coming out and issuing this directive to Bank of Baroda that, hey, don't onboard any more customers on your BoB World app starting today with immediate effect. Now, BoB obviously complied, and there was a reply that BoB issued, not a reply, in fact, a filing, with the market regulator, saying that it is complying with the RBI's directive and has stopped onboarding customers. But what is this whole issue really about? And it seems both BoB and RBI have been silent on this directive and the reason behind this directive, but it seems that this is directly linked to the July 2023 report filed by Al Jazeera, citing an example of a Bhopal zone Bank of Baroda branch, where Bank of Baroda employees were using fake phone numbers, linking them with real bank accounts, installing apps, logging in using those fake phone numbers, and then delinking the mobile number with the bank account. Now, why was this really happening? This was happening because Bank of Baroda had given marketing targets, customer onboarding targets to all its employees. What were the targets? The targets were a couple of hundred, running up to 150 new registrations on the BoB World by existing customers. Now, how do salespeople typically react? They try to find a way around it. So they say, okay, it's impossible because we can't be making so many phone calls and really convincing people to come on board and go ahead and download the app and make sure that they do it. They might say yes to me and hang up on the phone, but whether they do it or not, we don't know. So what they really started doing was start using phone numbers of family and friends, link those phone numbers with existing customers. Once the OTP comes, log into the app, and then in the back end, delete that number, use the same number, add it to another customer, and repeat it until your targets are met. And this got reported in the month of July. Bank of Baroda back then said that we haven't done any wrongdoing, denied this report completely. But now it is saying in reply to the RBI directive that corrective measures are already in place and it is complying with RBI's directive. So if the two are linked, it means Bank of Baroda is definitely now telling its customers that there was indeed wrongdoing and denying what it had previously perhaps incorrectly stated.
Okay, then. So one way or the other, Kartik, at the end of this, from what I understand, I think the way forward is that the corrective action can now be officially taken. Now the bank is admitted to the fact that things are not all going right with the BoB
if it is
mess.
used the word corrective measures are being taken, then obviously something was broken, which is now getting fixed.
Okay, so the good news is that what was broken is getting fixed at Bank of Baroda. But Suyash was telling us, Suyash, do you think the stock will recover tomorrow?
I mean, that's anyone's guess, right? Because see, bank is saying corrective measures are being taken, like that's the bank's side of things, RBI will assess the situation as well. And we'll hear more about that. but the situation remains, to be unfolded.
But I think just one word of disclaimer here, that Bank of Baroda has also said in the same breath that existing customers, existing users of the BoB world, their services are going to be uninterrupted, and there's absolutely no glitch when it comes to existing real customers using real phone numbers and banking using the BoB world app.
Very important, very important. As you try to crack down on those misusing the system, it's important that those in the system correctly can continue their lives as usual. That's the confirmation coming from Bank of Baroda.